Okay, let's see here. We have 2 Reimus. 1 Reimu is not done. We have a Reimu whose line art is done. We have a Hakure God whose line art is done. And we have another Reimu, line art is not done, who has an extreme gear. And my display capture is not capturing. Lovely. Let me try that again. Okay. We have an unfinished line art of Reimu riding an extreme gear that looks like a big ol' room. And then we have a finished line art of Reimu with no color, and a line art and color of the unnamed Hakure God, who looks like Reimu, looks like an outline of Reimu, a silhouette of Reimu, rather. Oh boy. Let me make sure that my social media posts have been posted. They have been. Okay, excellent. I don't know who... Okay. Let us begin. I still have to do the background art for... I still have to do the background art for this commission, so I might as well work on the Extreme Gear Reimu first. Reimu lines. Is the wrong color. There we go. There we go. Part of me is hoping that some of the new songs that I wrote while I was sick end up playing on stream. Last Wednesday stream and last Saturday stream did not play any of my new songs, so that was a little disappointing. Here's hoping. So also here's hoping that my cough doesn't return, because I still feel an itch in the back of my throat. Like drinking water makes it a little bit better, but it always comes back. It just never goes away for good. I shouldn't say never, but it's what I've noticed. It doesn't want to go away for good. It's really annoying. Why did I draw this line again? Oh, right. It was, yeah, I don't remember why I drew that line. I'm just not gonna draw it again. I hope my 2 viewers are having a good time. Now for the hands. Decided to be a little bit crazy and gave Reimu fingernails in this one. I think I'm gonna have to do that for this one as well. It would make sense for the level of detail that I gave her. Hmm. Okay, she doesn't go to a salon, so we probably shouldn't give her perfectly flat nails like that. Like, she would keep them short. She would probably clip them herself and keep them short. Not gonna lie though, Reimu not wearing gloves. Well, she already moves at really high speed and doesn't wear gloves, but I suppose it makes sense considering the fact that she has the detached sleeves to prevent her hands from getting cold. Like the big sleeves that you could just that she could just hide her hands in. Okay, the ring finger's a little big. Probably a little thinner. There we go. Because I don't show the detail for... I don't show the detail of where the joint on the fingers are. The only way to see the joint is if you actually see the bend on the fingers. Which means this looks like a stubby pinky finger instead of just a finger that's angled. I'm not fixing that. My commissioner thought it looked good enough when I showed them the sketch. So if the commissioner's happy, then it's fine. Like, it doesn't look that bad, so... Like, if it actually... like, even if the commissioner was happy with it, and... like, if the commissioner was happy with it, but I wasn't... I would probably still... I would probably try to fix it. And stuff like that. Like, and you can add the joint to the rendering if it's a fully colored commission. You are correct. Something is wrong with my OBS. Why is the chat panel... There we go. But hello, Shia. Good to see you again. Yeah, I could just add it to the rendering. And I typically do like color in the Like when you look at your knuckles, you can actually see that it's a little bit darker. Like the skin on your knuckles is a little bit darker than the skin on your on the length of your fingers. I could probably do it with ambient occlusion and stuff. Do it on my ambient occlusion pass. Here. Look at how little progress I've made since that last Wednesday stream. It's so embarrassing. It's not funny. It's actually really sad to me. Like the description of my of the stream says, I just keep getting distracted. Okay, what was this? Now that that's done, shoulder, shirt, back, shoulder, shirt, skirt, back, left arm. Yeah, slow and steady. What was the sketch like again? I don't remember what the sketch looks like. Oh no. Tie of the ascot, collar, the shirt collar, not the collarbone, just the shirt collar. Would her collarbone be visible here? Not really. Not really, no. Ah, alright. I'm asking questions that I already answered in my sketch player when I drew the sketch. Okay, so the ascot normally doesn't have frills, so I'm not gonna draw them, but you have to remember that the ascot is yellow. Do not make this white. Do not make that white when you start doing the colors. You know, I should probably work on the skirt first before working on this. Oh right, that's why I didn't draw. Okay, I forgot about this part. That's why I didn't draw those. Okay. Here's my water. Here's my water. Excellent. Okay, there's the waistband of the skirt. Now to cheat. I say cheat, but I'm a digital artist. This is just me using my tools. Use the curve tool. Okay, what do I do first? Probably the frills. Do the frills first because that's the part that's gonna take the longest. need so much water. What is causing it? The itch in the back of my throat. What is causing it? My goodness. The frills look good from a distance. That makes me happy. And of course, just make things easy for myself by using the curve tool. I'm late once more. To be fair, this was impromptu. Normally I schedule these streams like 12 hours in advance. And normally I don't stream on Tuesdays. Like, it is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Like, my stream day is tomorrow. So, we're gonna have another one of these. Hopefully, my stream day tomorrow will not be the same set of commissions. I really want to be done with these. I have spent so long working on these. I have spent so long being unable to work on these because of either because of IRL obligations or because I keep getting distracted. Redler making everyone question what weekday it is. Niche. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. And by that, I mean like less than 5 days. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm super excited for the end of the DMC playthrough. After that, I get to play DMC4. And DMC4 is one of those games that I haven't actually played yet. Well, I have played it, technically. But it's like, I've never played it to completion. I peeked around the DMC3 stream, yeah. I didn't really type in much. You did type in a couple of times. I saw your name appear in the chat box now and again. I think you appeared near the end. I'm pretty sure you were there for the Virgil fight, for Virgil 2. Man, Virgil 2, such a fun fight. significantly less waiting than Virgil 3. During the second Virgil fight was when I joined. Yeah, it wasn't that close to... Yeah, it was pretty close to the end. I already fought Nevin. I fought Nevin, I fought Beowulf. I fought Raren. I believe Virgil was like the second to last boss that I faced during that stream, with the last boss being Lady. I wasn't there for Lady. The Lady boss fight wasn't that interesting, to be honest. There was an interesting discussion about Lady apparently being tough enough to take on hits from Dante. She just runs and shoots. It's possible to make a boss that runs and shoots fun. We play enough Toho. We're fans of Toho. We know how that works. It's just that when your character is like when your character's ranged attacks makes you move slow, becomes rather tedious. Mundus also just ran and shot. Lady is on Mundus's level. Mundus also has melee attacks, which Lady does not have. But, which is strange. Why doesn't Lady use any melee attacks? You know what? I think I understand. It's because she can use melee attacks on mooks. On the mooks, because they're mooks, they're fodder. But using a melee attack on Dante, well, we saw what her using a melee attack on the Son of Sparta was like during the cutscene after Virgil. But you know. She tried her best. She went up against some of the strongest characters in that universe and she didn't win, but she held her own. Hello, Kitten Noodles. Welcome to the stream. There is a big truck backing up outside of my window. I don't know if my mic is picking that up. The stuffed lady survived is honestly pretty impressive. Yeah, it is impressive, but I didn't quite like the implication that Arkham spent most of his time off screen making sure that Lady survived long enough to be able to be sacrificed. Like, that kind of takes away from how cool Lady is as the character. Getting swatted on stream by a truck. Can you actually hear the backing up truck? Oh no. Oh, you can't hear it. It's really loud, but so it's surprising to me that my mic is picking it up. Is not picking it up. It picks up the dogs. It picks up my neighbor's dogs, which aren't nearly as loud. Kitten Noodles is inside the truck. Huh. Kitten Noodles is inside the truck. Are you telling me that Estonia is invading the Philippines? I wouldn't drive a Ford. Could be a Toyota. By truck, do you mean like a pickup truck or a full container lorry or what? I mean like a full container lorry. It had that beep, 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 beep. The kind of truck you actually use for construction. The kind with caution lights, lights at the back of it. That impression was beautiful. Eee! Creaking door noise. Eee! It's the voice I use when trying to. It's the voice I used in Silk Song when I was reading the lines of the of old ladies. The sound of an old creaking door. Back in my day. Come on, Grandpa, let's get you to bed. The old ladies were trucks, creaking doors all along. I do kind of wish American English had the distinction between a pickup truck and a cargo truck. Like a single word, a single word that that differentiates pickup trucks from cargo trucks. Like a lorry is a specific type of truck that's usually used for cargo containers. A semi. Short for semi-trailer truck. Oh, that's true. A semi-truck is different from a semi and a pickup. Huh. Never mind then. I guess I was just wrong. Huh. Good catch, though. That's gonna be hell to... This is gonna be hell to do shading for, but... Yeah, just do what I had originally. Draw the Mary Janes. Relatively low detail Mary Janes. It might be hell, but think about all the money. I've already been paid, Shnish. I've already been paid. They're not gonna pay extra just because I did a good job. Well, I suppose they could pay, like... I suppose they could give me a tip, but like... I already charged my rates for this. I mean, if they really like the artwork, they would pay for another. I'm sure they would, but like... The thing about commissioners is that usually they don't commission you for art unless they actually want have a specific art they have in mind. Like, if they just want to send me money, then they're probably just gonna send me money through my coffee or something. You take a drink. Anyways, gotta go now. Have a great rest of your stream. Have a good day, Sneesh. Okay, what's next? Honestly, just draw a circle on another layer. So much easier to do it like that. Same with this, just draw a circle using the tool. Okay, do I have any snaps saved? Bristol Center, excellent. I'm wondering how this would work in 3D. Would there be individual bristles? Or would there just be like a texture that's layered on top of each other? Woof. Okay, close to the end for the Reimu lines. I also need to do the Crossworlds ring, but the Crossworlds ring shouldn't be too much. of a hassle. Okay, what? All right. Time to draw the bristles. Hello, Sucharu. I wasn't making much progress offline, so I just decided to stream it. What did you miss? Not much. I'm mostly just finishing up the line art for Reimu here, so I can begin work on the colors. I was able to do this off stream for Blue Studio's artwork. So, like the Hakure God is now fully line arted. That's about it. Still need to do the colors for that one, and that one has a background, so I have to do the background too. Like I have a preliminary background ready, but it has no lighting. It's kind of just shapes. Since I'm nearly done with this, it's good that you're here. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna ask some questions about the magical broomstick. At least about the colors of the magical broomstick. But I'll ask those questions later. I kind of need to concentrate on this. Like, it's kind of mindless, but it's not so mindless that I can just stop thinking about it. I have to put a little bit of brain power into it so that my lines don't just become squiggles. This is a point that line art is always the point I lose steam on. Since I'm kind of just drawing over something I've already drawn, but I have to draw it with more detail, with more detail and with cleaner lines. The cleaner lines really is the big kicker. because you've seen my art style. My art style is very messy. So trying to wrangle my art style into something less, something clean, something less. What is the word? It's not random. Less loose, like tighter. It can be a struggle. Like even now that I'm doing like line art, you can kind of tell that I'm being a little bit loosey-goosey with how I'm doing the lines. It's not perfectly matching the sketch. Presumably, people who like my art style don't mind it as much. Little bit of that looseness is like important to my art style, so I don't try to beat all of that looseness out when I do artwork like this. Right, hair. Okay, this is the point where I give up. Where usually when I do hair, usually when I do hair, I do mostly freehand, but in certain cases, it's just easier to use the curve tool. Like when I want to follow a specific curve, I'll just use the curve tool. Gasp! You were using it before, but gasp. Yeah. Like some curves, it's fine if I don't follow the curve exactly. And other curves, I have to follow the curve exactly or else it just doesn't look good. And a lot of the time with hair, you have to follow the curves exactly. Okay, here we are. What is next? I think we're done. We're done with line art. Okay. Let's move this to a new layer. Move this down into the sketches layer. Remove. Wait a sec. No, it's not. The skirt behind her is not going to be visible. It's fine. Or I could just... little bit here. The implication of the implication the skirt continues behind her. There we go. Any more? Where else is this needed? That's here. Okay, that's about right. Let's add the flats. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look at the reference images that... Where is it? Commissions. Blue is Curio. It's something like this. So yellow, red, and cyan, right? Am I reading this right? Yellow, red, and cyan. It's actually closer to aqua. It's aqua, not cyan. Should it be these exact colors, or am I free to freestyle it a little bit? So you can freestyle a little. Okay. There we go. Okay, the red is going to be closer to a pinkish red for Reimu. Push. The red that's used in Reimu's artworks. No offense, but the colors in the artwork were kind of garish. To be fair, a lot of the colors are garish. Are garish in the albedo of these artworks, but of these original boards in the game. But they're in lighting. They're a little bit fine. They're pretty okay. Yeah, but they're pleasingly garish. Fair enough, I suppose. Wrong one. Damn it. Keep accidentally clicking the other com. I'm not working on that one yet. Stop it. Other than this squarish, other than this octagonal front piece, the shape language of this extreme gear is probably closer to zero gravities. Lots of at least the way that I drew it. It's closer to zero gravities. It was very organic shape. Okay, there's more white on her shirt. I really should have waited before adding the white parts. Any more? I suppose I could add the white of her undershirt. Where else? More white frills. Inescapable. That's a line that I forgot to erase. Let me fix that. Okay, what's next? The bright red of Reimu's outfit. A little bit brighter than the... red of the extreme gear. But that's okay because in the extreme gear, we're gonna make it... we're gonna make it garish. Because red on a reflective surface is always kind of garish. And extreme gear are shiny. Very shiny objects. Shiny like plastic though. They often don't look metal. Even though it would make sense for them to be metal. They might be metal. They probably have plenty of metal parts in them, but the way they're rendered, they don't look like they're metal. They look like glossy plastic. Although that's mostly because of the colors that the game designers chose to give them. It's hard to read something is metal when they're colored like candy. Special alien plastic metal hybrid. That would make sense. Like most of Eggman's robots. Most of Eggman's robots, they look very plasticky, but they are in fact made of metal. Just use the same black as that. I may have to color some of my lines in white so that they're visible underneath her bangs. Just Reimu with her longest. I think these are the longest. The Reimu. This is the Reimu I've drawn with the longest bangs. Usually when I draw Reimu, her bangs don't cover her eyes like this. Not to this extent. You changed your username to something not Fumo related because Fumos are so 2002. At 2022. Are there Fumos from 2002? Immediately after the launch of EOSD. And already there's like there are marketable plushies of them. Earliest of them were in 2008. Ah, yes. Mountain of Faith. I think. That was Mountain of Faith, right? Mountain of Faith was 2007. Or Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Gotcha. Or Subterranean Animism. Subterranean Animism was probably 2008. I'm suddenly reminded of a tweet. A tweet I saw in a screenshot once. Some the tweet was I love CP and SA, and they were talking about their favorite open world games. The skull emoji tweet that came afterward was hilarious. Oh goodness. Alright, time to give Reimu her gray question mark eyes. Making a reddish gray. Okay, everything filled. Let's add some patterns. Patterns. Now for the pattern around Reimu's skirt, it's the same thing around. When did Reimu even get the time to sew those patterns into her bow? Well, it's not like she does much of anything else. Yeah, but why? When was the first time she added those patterns then? Live stream projects during every Toho. Okay, she didn't have the pattern in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, but she already had the pattern. Her existing clothes already had the pattern in some capacity in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Okay, she started having the patterns in Perfect Cherry Blossom. Was it because of the girls from the Scarlet Devil Mansion? Like, she became friends with them, right? Maybe they started teasing her about how plain her clothes were. Maybe Sakuya did it. Maybe Sakuya added the patterns. Like, it does seem like something she would do. Or maybe Sakuya gave her lessons. Yeah. That would have been cute. The Sakuremu shippers would like that. Is Sakuremu even a popular ship? So that's why she has those needles. Oh, the persuasion needles? Aren't needles like a traditional... Aren't needles in Ofuda like a traditional type of weaponry used by shrine maidens? At least in pop culture. Like, they're the sort of thing that you use in exorcisms. You use the needles to pin the Ofuda onto surfaces and stuff. She had them in EOSD, so yeah. Okay, take another drink. Anything else? The red pattern on her. I should check. Okay. That's unique to Reimu in this game. What about Reimu and Scarlet? Is kind of just like that. In Imperishable Night has a red version of the pattern. She doesn't have the pattern in Phantasmagoria Flower View. She doesn't have the pattern in... She doesn't have the color pattern in Mountain of Faith. She has the pattern in Subterranean Animism. She has the pattern in UFO. And Okay, yeah, she has the pattern. She has the pattern more often than not. Let's add it. Characters using their weapons for mundane applications have always been amusing to me. Yeah, that is pretty amusing. Okay, what is next? Let me take a drink. Hidden Noodle says, my meds are a bit too effective. Yesterday, I was up until 6 in the morning, having disassembled my laptop without checking if I had a new thermal paste to apply. Oops. I assume ADHD and you've been given stimulants. I'm going to assume ADHD and you were given stimulants to help you with focusing, and you focus too hard. Let's move this to the colors layer. I remember taking ADHD meds in elementary school and becoming underweight because it caused reduced appetite. It also didn't help me focus. Yeah, that's the thing with ADHD medication. Sometimes it works really, really well for some people. For some people, it works really, really well. And for other people, it just does the opposite of what it's supposed to do. It's kind of a gamble. You kind of have to go through a bunch of them to be able to find the right one for your specific brain. It can get pretty expensive. I'm overeating nowadays, so maybe I should try again. You also have to keep in mind that those ADHD meds, when they were prescribed to you as a child, they had a child's... what is it called? They had a child's dosage. So whatever is... if you try getting it prescribed now, it's probably going to be a bigger dose. A bigger dose and a proportionally stronger effect. Alternatively, your body has changed since you took those meds, and it's possible that it won't actually fix the overeating issue. Elementary school is way too early to try and force yourself into a model student using meds. So, that might just be the horrors of the education system. Honestly, the issues with me is I never really got diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. Well, no. I got tested for ADHD as a kid. Turns out I don't have it, but I was briefly put on meds. And it did have and it did give me like a lack of appetite and and did it even help me with my focus. So I do understand. At the same time, it's like, yeah, that was incidental. Now it would be incidental, and now it would be intentional. Fair. Intentionality is important. Oh goodness. Oh boy, I hate... Words cannot express how much I hate my body. And how much my body hates me. What is the commission process like? I've never done a thing like that before. You contact me in some way, tell me you want something drawn and are willing to pay me, and tell me what that thing is, and I reply to you with a price. If I'm not sure about my price, I'm gonna ask you for more details. I might also ask you what your budget is in case this is your first time commissioning me. Yeah, if your budget is pretty low, then I have to tell you, I'll give you a... I have well over $500 available. Yeah. Ooh, buddy. If you're willing to send that my way, I'm willing to draw, but keep in mind, like this whole thing, like this guy, this Reimu I'm drawing right now, this is only... What is the... this Reimu I'm drawing right now, this is only $100. So, if you want something drawn that's really high quality, yeah, you can get 5 things drawn from me that's really high quality. Alternatively, you could get someone else. Like, I know my prices aren't the cheapest. Redler Red7's first animation commission. I can do animation, but I really don't want to. I can do 3D animation, but I would need to have a model. The problem is my commissions aren't set up for animations. What's the highest that could be? Like for a single character? Like the highest I charge for a single character is like... The highest I charge for a single character is like $150, $200, and that's only if that single character is like absurdly detailed. Do I have an example here? Like if it's just a single character. Okay, that's not safe for work. I can't show that. Huh. Oh, like if it's a ton of stuff, like more than a single character? Okay. Let me just... So, I can do multiple characters with a background. Detailed backgrounds. Like you've seen some of this. What is the most detailed background I've drawn? Probably the most detailed background. You've seen this. This was like, this is literally just the city that's on fire. Most number of characters I've drawn in a single shot. But I have a lot of artworks of multiple characters in a single shot. Usually I max out at 3. It's hard to say. Yeah, but yeah, it's really hard for me to say what the most expensive artwork you could get from me is. You'd have to just send me whatever you want drawn, and I'll give you a price. Okay, what's next? I suppose the white parts. Let's fill that with color. Also note, most commissions, like I have a very tempo-based workflow, and most commissions get done within like a few days of me drawing. Like if I get interrupted at any point, it suddenly takes me a really long time to actually continue to actually finish the artwork. It's so infuriating, but as you can see, I'm making it work. I'm forcing myself to make it work. Like it's really the worst. The worst part is if, for example, I get sick while in the middle of working on a commission. Like what happened with these ones. Well, for this one, not for this one. I did get sick, but like it was after. Like I did get sick for that, but with this one it was worse. It could take a whole season. I'm fine. Most of my commissioners are quite patient with me, and I'm very grateful for that. But I would also like to be able to actually finish these artworks, because my other art projects end up getting stalled while I try to force myself to finish these. Like I know I say I'm forcing myself to finish these, but I am having fun working on these. It's just, you know, I got sick. And while getting sick isn't really like, so I can't always control when I get sick and how fast I recover, but it still feels really bad. More so for the tempo loss than the fact that I got sick. The tempo loss is my big issue. Okay, what's next? I suppose. Whoops. If there are more characters, but they're small and undetailed and in the background, are they just considered part of the background? They're probably considered part of the background. It depends on how, it honestly depends on how far into the background they are. Look, dude, just send the details through a DM, and I can talk about it. And we can talk about it. And then, unless this is just like you thinking about it, and not unless you're just thinking about it and don't actually plan on doing it. Like I cannot give you a definite number unless I actually know what you want me to draw. Like speaking in hypotheticals is not going to work. Are we back? Are we back? Hello? 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 How many people are in chat? I got disconnected. Hello? My stream decided it was time to die. Are we back? Are we back finally? Hello? Okay, I'm seeing Tin Sheets and Oz. Yeah, I think we're back. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, what happened there was a rat. What probably happened there was a rat jumped out from a wall, from a hole in the wall, and accidentally snagged the plug on my router. I thought YouTube shat itself, but no. No, what shat itself was, in fact, my internet. But yeah, a rat crawled out of a hole in the wall, and snagged the plug. I know it's a rat because I heard the rat when I went to where the router was. Big if true. Very big, in fact. Probably the size of a small dog. Maybe... maybe like 20 centimeters. It's very big. New York-sized rat, indeed. New York City-sized rat. Last November, our internet went out when our cable to our house literally unraveled itself and disconnected. I think that happened was once. Not literally unraveling, but a force of nature caused the wire to just become completely unusable. Like how you say, lightning struck our house, and all of the wires burned up. All of the wires leading into our house burned up. So not the wires in our house specifically, just the wires leading into our house. So we just had no power. But wait, no. It wasn't the power. It was the internet. Like all of the wires leading into our house that weren't graded for like high voltage electricity just burned themselves out. So the internet was what went out. Not just electricity in general. Not electricity in general, rather. Okay, let's give it some shine. All of it. Love the shading so far. I'm glad you think so. This is the soft shading. I'm gonna add some harder shadows later. Some harder shadows and harder highlighting, akin to what you would see in a PS2 game, basically. Okay. red parts. Well, while I'm coloring the brown parts, let's color that. Okay, switcheroo question. Should the board look like it's made of wood? And should it have wood grain? Or should it look like it's made of metal? Make it look like it's made of wood with wood grain. Gotcha. This is gonna look like it's gonna look like it was made by an elf. Sang out of the wood. Like the wood warped itself. Like it's used a magical voice to make the wood warp itself into a shape. Organically warp itself into a shape. The shape of a hoverboard. Do we have a god of trees in Toho? Like, I don't remember a god of trees in Toho, to be honest. Like, there's a Shizuha. Like, there's Shizuha who paints the leaves. Who paints autumn into the leaves, but like this is not a character, but they probably exist. Yeah. Yeah, it's Gensokyo, so obviously, like, it would make sense for it to exist, basically. Wait a sec. I just realized something wrong. How far back can I cancel? Yeah, I have to... Let's do that again, but this time... Remember that it shouldn't flow in a circle around it. It should flow outward. Whenever I decide to commission, just know that it might contain a certain fairy. Excellent. The fact that I've drawn the trumpet fairy before is a good thing when it comes to these commissions. Makes it easier on me. billions must trumpet. Something happened to the stream? Is that anything bad? Did we get disconnected again? Oh, okay. Okay, is it something good? It's related to the billions must meme. Okay, then I have no idea what you're talking about. This is the first time I've heard of this meme, unfortunately. I don't get out much. Mostly stick to what I already know. Chud memes are a rabbit hole. It's a chud meme. I would absolutely never have figured that out. Oh, this is one of the songs that I wrote, loosely based on a song from what is it called? Sonic Unleashed, Full Edge Night. Completely stole the bass line from it. Melodically, at least. Couldn't really replicate the specific way the bass line in that song booms, though. Do you do song commissions? I'm curious. The problem with me doing song commissions is that most of my songs are done like at random. I don't really have like a specific vibe I'm going for when I start a song. Yeah, so I sort of just come up with a melody or something. And come up with a name after the fact. It's either that or I steal the melody outright. So like, if you're asking me for a specific type of song, I don't think I would be able to deliver. Like if you make maybe a game developer asks you to do a boss fight song or something, I could probably do a boss fight song. The problem is like Like, if they have a specific vibe they need for the boss fight song, I don't think I would be able to deliver that. I'd be able to deliver Toho-ish boss fight song. And that's about it. That's the amount of that's the amount of specifics I can deliver. Which I don't think people want that. That is satisfying shading. I'm glad you think so. Last but not least, the skin. Gonna have red tones because she has blood. I love skin. Someone from a fried chicken restaurant. Someone from a fried chicken restaurant. When they ask what their favorite part of the chicken is. Now for the eyes. Oh, the eyes. Reimu. Your bangs cover everything. Okay, I need to add colors to the lines. Line colors. Okay, not airbrush. Mid 2000s as a anime character design. Be like, if I get the chance to commission, it'll probably be a certain gambler from an infamous series. A gambler from an infamous series. Who is from a series who is infamous in gambling? Genuinely don't know. Oh well. I like being mysterious sometimes. I enjoy the mystery, but the coyness displeases me. I could probably color in most of these colors. Where's my fill tool? My fill pen, rather. Did I ever make a video of Endless Corridor? Yeah, I did. It had Elias, the guy, one of my original characters. A bunch. He was standing in a hallway full of mirrors. Do the same for this one, I think. Yeah. Now that is glowing. Let's save this. Colors are done. Time for lighting, I suppose. It's going to be daytime. Should I work on the background now, actually? Nah, I don't need to. I should also use the restroom. I will be right back. Okay. I am back. You know what? Just work on the colors. The colors are fine. Lit. Unlit. Daytime, right? Daytime lighting. So yeah, pale yellow. Doing a folder. Put that. Lighting. It's the E Stadium. The E Stadium. What does the E Stadium look like again? Takes place at night with lights. Oh, right. What was it? Sonic Racing Cross Worlds E Stadium. Let's see. Purple. Okay. But you're right. It's like artificial lights, so blue. It's artificial lights, so it's blue and also some downward shading. What should the shadows be? Some blue shadows, red shadows. I'm gonna go with purple. This is already purple. Let's go with dark red for the shadows. Or purplish red for the shadows. This is a little too bright, even considering. Is a bit too strong as well, the color. Okay, let's add the mask. Let's also hide the soft shading and pattern so that it's easier to draw on. Okay, what if the shadows were just black? What if the shadows were just black? It still doesn't look good. Okay, increase that. Increase the opacity. Yeah, the shadows are gonna be really stark here. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh wait, no. Let me just real quick. Forgot that I normally give these characters glowing eyes. I believe most Sonic characters also have glowing eyes. At the very least, they're shaded in such a way that they look like they glow, even if they are affected by lighting. Reimu's gonna be so embarrassed the fact that her bangs are covering most of her eyes in this game, in this artwork. But she also has. But I also get the sense that she wouldn't really be that embarrassed. She'd be like, yeah, it's. She'd probably be like, it's not that important. It's not that important as long as I win. Kill this with shadow. I have my head in my hands because because an intrusive thought suddenly went into my head when I said fill when I said to fill Reimu with shadow. I'll let your imagination figure it out from there. More things to erase. Okay, what's next? The neck is fully shadowed. The left arm is fully... The skin parts of the left arm are fully shadowed. Honestly, just all of the collar is shadowed. Except for this part. Fill. Need some water. Take a drink. And fill. Excellent. Fill. So how much of the skirt should be shadowed? Okay. Okay. Okay, what's next? Oh, the frills. Oh no. Saying oh the frills as if... Oh the frills, oh no, as if it's a dangerous animal. A dangerous animal that's going to kill me. Yeah. Although, to be fair, this is Toho. The frills could in fact be a dangerous animal that's going to kill me. You never know with Zun. Okay. Now for the fill. I just got ad tagged. Oh, it's my tin sheet. Alrighty. Ooh. That is an interest. That's the commission they were talking about. I'll take a closer look at it after I'm done with the stream. I would I'd like to finish this. Oh, if not finish this today, then like was it ever actually said in the Switcheroo's actual thing? Oh, right. One of the requests was to put the broomstick on on its own individual image. Oops. I can still I can still do that. I don't have the broomstick on its Switcheroo's original request did not ask. From what I'm looking at here, the request did not involve a background, so I can fix it. I can fix it after the fact. It's gonna be annoying, but I can fix it. Okay. Whoops. Bottom, please. Oh, that's another bit that I should probably, let me just real quick erase all of this. Okay, snap crystal center. Lines. Okay. What's next? Highlights, right. Also secondary lighting. Okay, I need a light blue glow. What's next? I think that's good enough. Let's add the blur to the add blur to the curved surfaces. Okay. Remu's almost done. Remu's almost done. Just need one last thing. These are going to be highlights. Highlights. Undo the clipping there. Let's add white around the hair. What if this was white instead of... Yeah, that makes more sense. Here, that highlight... This highlight is just wrong. Where else? Should probably add some lights there as well. Okay. So that's Reimu done. I can... Yeah, the line colors look good before I added the lighting. The line colors look good before I added the lighting. I could probably still add some of it back if I... I'm gonna make Reimu's eyes glow, so I might as well, right? Great. Two cyan. That's about right. That's here as well. Add a glow to Reimu's eyes. Alt RG. Add. Glow. There we go. Now I have to do the background art, and I could probably just show me the start. Show me the start. Come on. Okay, something like this. Control. Actually, before I do that, let's 1080p, please. Thank you. Something like this, right? Okay. I could probably do something like that. Although if I'm doing that, I should probably adjust the colors. The colors... Okay, shadow should probably be dark purple. Some manner of purple. Yeah, okay. And flat brush. This wasn't part of the commission, but is that Reimu from hit series Toho project? Correct. This is what if Reimu was in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Anyway, I need to... Yeah, that's about right. Turn off color mixing. What is causing that lag? It's not color mixing. I wonder. Actually, it's probably going to be easier for me if I like add some lines telling me where all of these are. And add a bunch of circles to the parts where there's a crowd. This is technically not, what I'm drawing right now is technically not part, that was the wrong layer. Great. Technically, what I'm doing right now is not part of the commission. I was not commissioned to draw a background, but I'm doing this for free because I think it'll look good. Anyway. Where's that flat brush? Actually, I should probably do very dark first. These, what color should this be? Detect alpha. Got white. This is purple. This is also purple. Probably this probably shouldn't be purple. This probably should be white because it's glowing. This one as well should be white since it's glowing. All of this is not even going to be visible, but I'm adding it. It's mostly not going to be visible, but I'm adding it. Adding it for flavor, I guess. Okay, let's add... I have a custom brush for like a distant crowd. Excellent. I have to colorize that. This is the distant crowd. Change the color of that for later. Too big. This might be better. Next up is 300. Next up, 400. Okay. Flat brush. Big. Okay. Flipping. Let's add, what else? Glow sticks. Yellow, red. Purple, bright purple, blue, green, wild RG, okay. Flat brush. Flipping. Whoops. This and this. Blue. And what else? Let's add a gradient. A little bit brighter. Add actually multiply. So that. Alt RG. Okay, let's move all of this to a folder. Our lens blur. Excellent. Okay. Gaussian blur first. Make it completely unrecognizable. R. And then lens blur. RG, maybe not 33, maybe just 7. It's 7 to 10. Alt R, lens blur. There we go. Excellent. And okay. CPU. There we go. How much of my CPU is that using? 92%. Lovely. 93, 92, 93, 92. I'm hitting temps of 60 degrees on just that filter. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Background. Okay, let's add the ring. What does the ring look like again? Alright. Big and gold. Okay, color mix level. Actually, just use the airbrush and do that. Okay, rainbow colors. Should probably adjust it so that it's not just one shade. There's clearly multiple shades. Okay, there we go. Okay, fill tool. Okay, airbrush. Detect alpha. Do that. Circular foreground to transparent, transparent to foreground. What did the rings look like again? Like this, right? Filter hue. There we go. Let's add the big question marks. The big blue question marks. And smaller blue question marks. Even smaller. Okay. Select. And 10 pixels. No. 20 pixels. Pixels. Alt RG. Gaussian blur. Alt RG. Gaussian blur. 6. Also 12? Sure, also 12 for that. This one is going to be 6. Snap. Pixel snap. Okay, move all of this to a new folder. RG. Let's add the glow. Airbrush. Actually, no. Just delete that. Alt RG. RT. Do the same for Remu. Alt RT. Alt RG. Overlay. Okay. Oh, buddy. Switcheroo, if you're still here, the primary artwork is done. Have to do some extra work. Have to do some extra work to get get the artwork of the magical broomstick, like the standalone artwork of the magical broomstick to be standalone. But for now, Remu in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Oh man, how long have I been streaming? Around 3 hours. Boy, I don't have enough energy to continue Blue Studios. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, feels good. I'll zip this up and send it to you. I'll have the magical broomstick done later. For now, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Tomorrow, I'm gonna work on Blue Studios artwork. Okay. Do I have anything to say? Right. Yeah, I have. I draw artwork for strangers on the internet, and strangers on the internet pay for my bills. If you would like to be one of those strangers helping me pay those bills, go to my Coffee and send me a tip. Even as little as $1 can help. Coffee.com/Redler Red7. That's KO-fi.com/REDLERRED7. I have a goal of $400 for the month of April to be and so far I am at 0%. Anyway, next stream is going to be on the 15th. That is tomorrow, same time as usual. I'm going to be drawing Blue Studios commission, and on the 18th I'm going to be drawing requests from chat again. So I'll have a form set up soon. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all next stream tomorrow.